In 2003, I had a heart attack. When I was sitting there, I felt like, you know, I didn't know if I was ever going to see this place again or see any of my family again. I told God, I said, if it's time for me to go, I'm ready to go. I said, but if it's not, you leave me here. Well, then 3 days later, I woke up. I didn't know who I was there, but there was a pile of people from Charlotte Pike. Man, that nurse, she pitched fit. She said, nobody but family. And I said, this is my family.
That family thing, it goes deep. My dad worked here at Charlotte Pike for 44 and a half years, and I have worked here for 37 and a half years. My dad would bring me to work on Saturdays, and I'd work in the shipping office. I put orders together. Some companies that are not family owned are so concerned with the bottom line, they can fly through innovation that may fail, may not provide a quality product. But I think in the big picture, family-owned company like this one has a desire to see a project through and not so much concern about an immediate bottom line, but the big picture.
I was raised in a single-parent home. My mother never made any more than $7 an hour. So college and a lot of things that other people aspire to do, I never really had those options. The only thing that I ever knew was to work. I have two young boys. I have a 17-year-old and a 15-year-old. And they know that when they graduate high school, college is not an option, it's a must, it's what they will do. And that's because of the stability that Charlotte Pike gave me 20 years ago. I'm able to do some things for them that I had no one to do for me.
I worked at Charlotte Pike for 33 years.
You ain't up here trying to get your job back, are you?
Well, yeah.
You want me to come back?
I'm going back up here and straighten this place out a little bit. See if we can't get something done. I was a maintenance man in the roller cast department. It's very rare, I would think, that you would find someone that owns a company like this and you had grease up to your elbows and he walked up with a sports shirt, a sports pair of pants, and his little bow tie on that would stick his hand out in that handful of grease that you've got to shake your hand. But them kind of people do it. And that makes you feel good. He's not afraid to get dirty. He will get in there with you if it need be. He's just an all-good around sportsman. When I see Roddy now, he is just like a dear friend. Walk up, shake your hand, slap you on the back, thank you for the years of service you gave him, and ask you when you want to come back to work.
Hello, it's your birthday.
I am the lady that they call the birthday cake lady.
All right, y'all.
When there's a birthday here at the plant, I'll bake them a birthday cake for their birthday. I got my joy from it, just bringing the cake and sometimes it brightens a person's day or it makes a person feel good to know, you know, hey, somebody's thinking about me. So that brought us closer and it made us more like family. How many pieces that make for you, bro?
I've had the opportunity of working with a lot of good people since I've been here. I retired in 2012, and then in 2013, they called me back to help train a supervisor. When they called me back, I was thrilled to death. but I wasn't happy with retirement. I like to be busy, and I stayed busy, but I've just always enjoyed working at Charlotte Pipe, so I was glad to get to come back. I have a son and a grandson that works here, and 2 granddaughter-in-laws and a sister, so we're just family connected sort of with Charlotte Pipe. And I just think it's a place to tell people that you work at Charlotte Pipe. I always thought it was something to be proud of. The cruise that I've been on, those people begin to feel like family to me. I think when you come to a place like this, that you see the love that is expressed to you, that can make us better people if we work in the right environment. I just feel like that God just brought me here, and I've just been blessed.
It's about 43 and a half years I worked for Charlotte Pipe, and I retired 2013. Working in human resources, you have hired many people over the years, and it's just been a pleasure to work with these people and get to know them. So many people came out to apply for jobs because our wages are much higher than most of the manufacturing facilities in the county. People that recommended people would recommend friends and family members as well as their children. Most people that have that good, steady work ethic, they instill that in their children. And their children want to come to work and not work like that. I like to come back and get a lot of hugs and just get to see the folks. It's just been a blessing to be able to come back to visit.
My whole family's been here for a number of years. I've got my dad, he's the one that kind of influenced me. And I've got 3 uncles, Slimy, Uncle James, and Joe, and Uncle Nelson. Then after a number of years, I got my grandpa a job. Old man's what they called him.
Charlotte Pipe, this is Chase, how can I help you?
Started at Foundry when I was 18, just a year out of high school, and done that for roughly 4 years. Then the job uptown came available. My dad was like, you'd be crazy not to at least put in for it. I mean, give them your resume, let them know you're interested. If you get the job, great. I was able to get the job uptown and move up there and work the position I'm in now, inside sales. So I kind of figured they would tease me a little about going from a hard hat to a tie, and the fact that we've kind of been I guess, blue-collared family. We've always worked our tails off our whole life. So I thought they would, but I think there's more pride. You're always told when you're growing up you can be whatever you want to be. Well, the same applies with Charlotte Pipe.
This company today, and has in the past, but I think especially today, is big on relationships and trust and integrity and your word. And I think a handshake at Charlotte Pipe is still supported out there. It's those values that were instilled by the Dow family from its founder and passed on through the generations. We'll see us through another 114.